Every small business has a story, and often it's multi-generational. That's not something you're going to see when you're Googling. That's not something you're going to see in pictures, but you will in video when you get to see it firsthand. Flavors of New York has taken my efforts and has just given it life and energy and scale. That to me is what's going to help us continue to grow as a chamber. The threat of the pandemic and people shifting their buying habits, now more than ever, it's so important that we support those mom and pop shops. They are the fabric of our community. They are what gives our community personality and connection and sort of the heartbeat of who we want to be and where we're headed. The work that is being done is going to change small businesses, and it will be a lifeline. So I hope that whether it's government or big box stores or companies that talk about their local roots will get behind this and support this in a meaningful way.
Hey Fallick with Flavors of New York. I am here in Pelham with Christina Canese, president of the Chamber of Commerce. We have had an unbelievable day thanks to your coordination. We started at Sweet Lincoln. We're ending here at Flower Power. I can't even share how amazing this day has been.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming. We're so excited to have you and to share our town with you.
Amazing. I mean, I can't wait to come back and to just tell the world about the pizza, the film, all of it. It's just incredible. Tell me about your work at the Chamber. How do you have the time and the bandwidth to pull all of these relationships together?
Yeah, so it's sort of my third child. I started during the pandemic. I'm a marketing salesperson, and I just wanted to help out the community during the pandemic. But now it's my other family. We're a really tight-knit group. We support and help each other. I work full-time, but I also say I volunteer full-time. I work at a company that really supports my work at the Chamber. It's also a Chamber business, Fast Forward. But I mean, it's a joy to do. It's these people work so hard. They make our community so wonderful. When I started building relationships here, it was when I moved to Pelham. And one of the things I noticed, not knowing anybody in Westchester, is that quickly people would know my name and my kid's name. And so that feeling of belonging in your community was so important to me that that's sort of my gift back to them is the work we're doing.
It's amazing. Goosebumps right now, and it really shows with the connection we've seen with you and some of these business owners today. I know for us, we're enjoying the eating, the drinking, the taking in Pelham, but what does it mean to you, like when folks like us come in and kind of absorb a little piece of what goes on here?
Yeah, so we're like the best kept secret in Westchester. I think people don't realize all the many offerings we have here. You know, I think we have a reputation of being like pizza and nails, because you see a lot of that. But if you spend a little bit of time here, you realize we've got this phenomenal bakery, wine shops, ice cream, coffee distributor / a very cool cafe. We've got Thrive, which is a fitness studio, Tig and Peach, which is a children's play center. We've got so much here, and the opportunity to open up the doors to the bigger world and let people know all the gems that are here means the world to us, because we want to share Pelham with the rest of the world.
It really, really shouldn't be a secret. We're happy to get it out there, and it's just incredible all around.
Well, thank you.
Christina, it's been an absolute pleasure today being just a small part of what goes on here and taking this in. You hear everybody right now talk about shop small and support small business. Do you have any, advice for folks that want to come to Pelham and really do just that?
Yes, so you should do it every day. Every day is Small Business Day, right? What I like to say is about 70% of the money that you spend in town goes back into that town, so as opposed to big box stores. It's worth always thinking that. But separately, we are going big. We always go big for Small Business Saturday. It's November 25th. And it's happening right near our train center. So if you come in, we're gonna have horse and carriage rides, bouncy houses, the game truck for teens, you name it, we're gonna have it. We're gonna do a tree lighting, we're gonna have festive singing for the holidays. It's all free, and I think it's a great day to come in and see what we're all about.
Huge. The energy is absolutely incredible, folks. Pelham, Pelham Manor, please get here now. Abe Fallick for Flavors of New York. Thank you so much for joining us. Christina, absolute pleasure.
Hi, my name is Magdalena Limi from La Catrina Flower Studio. My name is Michelle Debitato, the owner of Crab Shanty Restaurant.
And the man holding the camera? That's Alan Goldshire. He's the brain behind these promotional videos, helping to jumpstart businesses around the city.
The businesses need the community support in the worst way.
Goldshire comes from the world of sales and TV production. The Bronx resident put together award-winning nonprofit and community spotlights with his own company before the pandemic. But he didn't learn to work his own camera, or in this case, his iPhone, until about 14 months ago.
I couldn't deal with being idle for the pandemic. I needed to find something to engage myself and to make my time purposeful.
During the pandemic, Goldshire has produced 240 of these promotional videos in the city and in his native Connecticut. He gives them to the businesses to use as they please, mostly to post on social media.
That looks cool.
He admits the early videos weren't his best. He says he's better now.
I have a lot more confidence, but I also have to go in making sure that I remember to dot my I's and cross my T's.
And sometimes that means Goldshire has to make sure that he is sufficiently informed.
The things I suffer for my art, having to eat delicious food.
The businesses he profiles say they appreciate the help.
We were impacted pretty hard. We had closed for 40 days. Free advertisers doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all.
Something like this you always want to do as a business owner, but then you don't know how, or you just don't have time to do it.
Goldshire is a one-man show, but now he wants to add more people to his crew so he can promote even more mom-and-pop shops.
I think it's important to have these stories told.
For sharpening his focus and putting the focus back on small business post-pandemic, Alan Goldshire is our New Yorker of the Week. Pat Kiernan, New York 1.
Be kind story that will inspire you. Using your talents to help others shine. In this case, restaurants and mom and pop shops in money trouble because of the pandemic and the recession it sparked. And this person's talents, storytelling. He's a former journalist, telling stories to help mom and pop shops in New York suffering because of the virus. Here's one of our storytellers, Stefan Kim.
Are we cooking?
What if you could help a struggling restaurant just by telling their story?
Shoot the peppers! Filming cocktails being made is fun.
At El Paso restaurant in East Harlem.
And then I go like this.
He's just one man walking around with just a phone. But what he does with this phone and with his time and his talent is the real gift.
It's been the most rewarding, even if not financially, thing I've ever done. Is giving something away that I can afford to give away, which is my time and my passion, my creativity.
Alan Goldshire is a former journalist, a former Emmy Award-winning TV executive producer. Before the pandemic, he never shot a second of video, but he wanted to help by telling the stories of mom and pop businesses hit hard by the pandemic.
Making sure it's on airplane mode and do not disturb.
So he's been shooting and editing videos for hundreds of restaurants for free, so they can use it to help promote their businesses.
Hello, welcome to B&H.
Goldshire does more than show the food. He tells the story of the people behind the meals.
East Harlem needs love. East Harlem needs help. And actually, it's nothing touristy around here.
After being open for 20 years, the pandemic shut them down this summer. Finally, a few weeks ago, they reopened. The weather is gorgeous, but as you can see, they are struggling. Getting the word out through videos like this can be costly, hundreds of dollars. The exposure, though, is priceless.
It was an amazing feeling that, some people up there, they really care about our restaurants.
What happened to the ceviche they made before? Did it get eaten?
Oh, no. We can make make another one.
I don't want you to make another one. That's a lot of work. Where's Eric going?
In East Harlem, Stefan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
That's just awesome, right?
Just really awesome. You got to love this town.
I mean,
and the people in
yeah.
it.
Right? Mm-hmm. Alan, I mean, repurposing his talents that he has, he's one of the good ones.
You betcha.
That is really something else.
You betcha.
Wow, what a great story.
It's a Be Kind story.
Yes, it sure is. All right.
Hi, I'm Jen Trepic of Salad with a Side of Fries podcast. I met Alan when he filmed for my small business in New York, Salad with a Side of Fries. We were at the Union Square Farmers Market having a great time, and he said, hey, would you ever want to host some restaurant videos? And I'm a foodie, so I said, sure. And now here we are. Years later, 4 years later, 3 years later? I can't even count how many restaurants we have been to. And, Flavors of New York is a regular standby. Get to enjoy lots of cities. I've been through all places of New York City. We went to Vegas. Where else did I do? All over. So, Flavors of New York, Flavors of the World. So if you are a foodie, then restaurants, right? Flavors of the World would be right up your alley. If you enjoy being on camera or creating content or being in the know of, great spots, building community, knowing the restaurant owners, this is the job for you. I often say it's a labor of love, but it's fun. The people that you meet, the food you get to try, the places you get to visit. And for me, Flavors of New York really started to build my YouTube channel. And then from there, I started to build onto it. But it inherently, between what we filmed for Flavors and then also what we did for me for Salad with a Side of Fries and my own Instagram and social channels, we made it happen. So it can happen for you too. I'm Jen Trepic of Salad with a Side of Fries podcast.